Yeah. No. Real quick, I'm going to give you a little tip and trick that really has saved our lives. Go to the dollar store and get these little pans. Okay? When you open up your kit, they have these wonderful bags. They're annoying. So take these bags. Oh, I found one of those things you need. Whoever needed it, you did. Okay. You take these bags, you tell them, go find all the 14s. Hold up. They open up the bags in here so they don't lose the pieces. Okay? And there are a few bags that have larger pieces that they're supposed to be spread out between all the bags. So if they say, I'm missing a piece, you just tell them, go check the box that has all the bags that don't have numbers. Okay? All right. Thank you, guys.
No, not at all. So, all right, so I'm going to go ahead and get started so I can go through all of the missions, and then I'm going to have the kids run some missions. You can see how it works. So the first one that you have, first of all, just so you know, last year the total points were 710 points for the board. This year it's 415. Okay, so it's a big change. It's a big change. So, equipment inspection. Okay? The first thing that you're going to do when you bring your robot over and any attachments you have, you're going to put it in. Before, the inspection area used to be in home. Okay? Now it's in launch. So your inspection has to take place here. Okay? It can't take place in that launch. It has to take place in this launch right here. It is in this launch, there is a 12-inch height limit when you're doing the inspection. So if you have an attachment that you can't take off the robot that goes over 12 inches, you will not get those bonus points that are applied. So just keep that in mind. Now, once you have gotten everything checked, you can move whatever you want over here, whatever you want over here. That's fine before the round starts. Now, as you can see, there's two challenge mats. There's two launch areas. The first thing you want to do when you get your mat, that's what I did, is measure. It should be 8 feet. Okay? All right, that's a yeah, no. Yeah. So you want to find the center point here and the center point there, which should be the same. Put a piece of tape because there's a red arrow on both. That is where you line up the center of your mat. Okay? And then you want to pull it down to the front of this board over here. So you have that one little 1/4 inch space on that side. So that's how you want to set up the table when you have the table set up. You can't tape down your edges in case so it doesn't slip. Just keep in mind, they won't be taped at the competitions. All right? So that takes care of the first one. Now, if I can get the, oh, here. So the next thing is the innovative project. Okay, it's got to be 4 little what do they call it?
Bricks?
Brick. No, not 4 brick. Yeah, 4 studs. Okay, it's got to be 4 Lego studs in the same direction and be made of 2 white Lego pieces. So it just has to be basically stacked on top, and it's supposed to have something to do with your innovative project. Okay, so if your innovative project is at least partially in the hydrogen plant, you'll get 20 points. It doesn't need to be completely in. It can be on the line, okay? It's not necessary that it stays completely in. Number 2. All right. So number 2, the oil platform is over here. So the oil platform, if a fuel unit is in the fuel truck, 5 points each. If at least one fuel unit is in the fuel truck and the fuel truck is at least partly over the fueling station, 10. So the way this works is when you're setting this up, make sure when you're setting this up, you don't set it up like this. You need this gray piece to be sitting on top, okay? Because when you do this, it'll slide down into the truck. So you basically, and this one is, it should go a little bit faster than it. There we go. All right, so there's your 3. Okay, so that'd be 15 points. It's the max you can get off of that. So you get 15 points. If you want another 10 points, if you're crazy enough, I'm just giving it to you. You take this off. It's literally got to go all the way down there where that black circle is. So it comes all the way down here. and it's got to cross over there. And you need to have at least one of the fuel units in there. That gets you another 10 points. Is it worth 10 points for you? That's really your call. All right? 3. Where did my, there he is. There's my, all right, thank you, Ethan. All right, so on this one, the energy storage, okay, which is right here. If an energy unit is completely in the energy storage bin, okay, so if you actually take an energy unit and put it into the bin, okay, you're going to get 10 points. In this game, everything is 3. You'll notice everything is 3. 3 for everything. So you can only put a maximum of 3 into here. Okay, so that's 30 points. Okay, but of course, you've got to figure out how to do that. Now, if the energy unit is completely removed from the energy storage tray, you get 5. So it's got to be pulled out here and removed from the energy storage tray for 5 points. Just give me a heads up. Listen, I'm only the messenger. Okay? Now, this is a fun core values. Our kids have already done it. So you can actually remove this and they give you another bag to decorate. So one of my teams went with Cyber Stallions for CS. So then when you go to your competition, you can put it in there and you get no points for it, but it's good, great, you know, it's good, it's great core values. And then this way when they're on their board, it's their personalized board, you know, when they do their competition.
Can you hold that up?
Yeah. So then you've got all the color pieces for it. So my kids are a little, we did Polo Park, so they all laugh at me because it says PP and they're all so it's one of them says PP, they laugh at that. All right, the next one is the solar farm. Okay, so I just moved away. So the solar farm. If an energy unit has been completely removed from its starting circle, you get 5 points each. If all 3 energy units have been completely removed from their starting circles, you add 5. So basically, it's got to basically just be like that. Okay, so that'll get you 15. Okay, for each 5. Then another 5 will be added because you got all 3 of them off. So it's 20 points total you could get. If it's just this, it's just 5 with no bonus. So that's how that one works. Okay? All right, what we got, Ethan?
High 5.
High 5. Okay, the smart grid. This is the shared mission this year. And I just went on again. There is a code for this that they already give you on the first website. Actually, in Prime Lessons, if you go to the Prime Lessons website, you can actually get this code. All right, so this one they want to help everybody out by giving them a code so they get some success in something that they do. So if your field's orange connector is completely raised, you get 20 points. Bonus, if both teams' orange connectors are completely raised, you get 10 more. So if they come up, you get 30. Okay, so you get 30 points. All right, what do we got next? Hybrid car. All right. So on the hybrid car, if the hybrid car is no longer touching the ramp, 10. If the hybrid unit is in the hybrid car, another 10. So for 20 points, you need to lift this arm, and the hybrid unit has to go into the car as it goes down. So you got to do something, it's got to go like that. Okay? Then you get 20 points. If only this happens, you get 10 points. Okay? If it's like this, it's really not supposed to get points because it's not supposed to be touching the ramp. So just understand, it just needs to be away from the ramp. Again, the referees are going to give you, they're going to give it to you. I'm just saying, but the rule, if you go on further than the qualifier or maybe the regional, they may not give that to you at the regionals. But the qualifier, they should give this to you. That should not be an issue. All right. Ethan, what do we got?
Turbine.
Wind turbine, okay? If an energy unit is no longer touching the wind turbine, you get 10 points. So 10 points each. Again, three of them. 1, 2, and 3. One thing, if you're starting to watch this, you're going to start seeing these energy units all over your game table. Just keep that in mind, okay? Because they're going to be everywhere. It's going to be like going all over. All right, next, what do we got? The TV. So there's 2 parts here. If the television is completely raised, you get 10 points. If an energy unit is completely in the green television slot, you get another 10 points. So you can't see the energy unit, but it does exist. It's underneath the TV. So if they push this, and that goes up and that goes in, it's 10 and 10. There is a chance that that might happen, so you only get the 10 points there. So this would be 20 points total if you went that route. Okay? Next up. Oh, dyno. The dyno. If the dinosaur toy is completely in the left home area, and this gets back, I'll go with something on just a second. If the dinosaur, you get 10 points if it gets over to that side, 10 points. If the dinosaur toy lid is completely closed and there is an energy unit inside, you get 10. If a rechargeable battery is inside, you get 20. So let me explain this first. The question was asked, you remember last year if you were part of a team, you had a lot of stuff in your home area. You had those pieces that go into the little bin, you had the big blade that was there. This year, this is all you have. This is it. There's nothing else at home, okay? And this will go right here. So now what they're saying is, this is, if you send this over, you're getting 10 points to go over there. But, go ahead, Donna, show them. Do you know how to stack, put it inside?
Yeah.
All right, no. You know how to put the energy unit inside?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is a rechargeable unit, because it's a rechargeable battery, okay? And this is a regular energy unit. 10 if it goes in a dinosaur, 20 if it goes in a dinosaur. Okay, just show them how it sticks into the dinosaur, because I still am trying to learn this one. Like that, and then close it, boom, just like that. Okay, now, it does not say in the rule book when this has to be put in. If you do it here, fine. If you do it over there, fine. It just has to get the points. When the referees are counting, it just needs to be in the dinosaur when they count. So now this, in order to get your 30 points, your 10 and your, well, this would be 20 points because it's 10 and 10. You would have to have this all the way over there. You get 0 points if you just do this. Okay, you don't get any points, even if this is inside the dinosaur. Okay, because it's got to be over on that side to score points. I will check that because I'm actually going to contact, because I would think if you can at least put it in here, you should get your 10 points, even if it doesn't move over to home.
Because like last year, with the
Yeah,
stacking
with the
blocks,
things.
but so where I'm, usually you can't touch anything after the fact. So what you're saying is the dinosaur can come over and then the kid or whoever's running the robot can come over at the end before the match ends and put.
So let me explain. Nobody from this side can go over there.
So you have 2 kids running. Right?
Correct.
So you have 1-1.
Correct.
So the kid running over here, only the kid standing over here can be the one on
That
that
is
side.
correct.
So okay,
Yes.
I was.
Yep. Yeah, nobody can transfer. One thing you cannot do, you cannot transfer attachments from side to side unless you move it with your robot. You cannot transfer your robot to that side unless you transfer it via the mat. You can't hand anything over to the other technicians.
That's including the jig?
That's including everything.
So if you have a jig, you gotta have.
You have to have another jig over there. Yes. You cannot transfer anything over. Okay? What do we got next?
The middle one right here.
All right, so we've got the power plant. If an energy unit is no longer touching the power plant, you get 5 points. If all 3 are no longer touching, you get 10. This is a tricky one in the sense of how you want to play it. It's up to you. I'm just going to show you the way that I've seen it. It's push down 1, that comes out, which drops these down a little bit, and then lift up. Now this one didn't go all the way because it was stuck. So, but okay. So it's 2 options: push down. No, I'm stuck. Pull up. Okay. So that's how you get this. This is 15 points. All right. And you notice what you just saw is exactly what's going to happen. How those are going to roll. You're hoping that they roll into base. Yeah, exactly. So you would get actually right here, if you got it all, 25 points. 10 points for them all releasing and 5 points for each. What do we got next, Ethan?
The dam and the
All right, so we'll do the water reservoir. So the water reservoir right here, okay? If a looped water unit is completely in the water reservoir, okay? Touching the mat, 5 points, 5 each. If a looped water unit is placed on a single hook, okay, 10. Now here is something that you want to make sure. This was a change. This is still 10, okay? You only get 1 per loop. So this would be 20, okay? But you can't put them on the same. All right, just wanted that was something that came out.
There was something similar to that about 6.
Yes, there was.
It was
Yeah.
We practice it and we got some competition.
Yep. Oh yeah, these loop things are crazy. Yes. Go ahead.
If one loop is on both the red things, you don't get any points.
Say that again.
If something like this happens, you.
Oh yes,
you don't
good.
get
Yeah, yeah. You cannot double loop it. You get no points for that. Very good. Thanks, Ethan. So you can't get that. It's got to be a single. Okay. So that is okay. Next, the hydroelectric dam. So here on the hydroelectric, if the energy unit is no longer touching the hydroelectric dam, so the energy unit is here. Here's the water unit. If you lift up, it knocks it out. So it's no longer touching. It's 20 points. Okay? So that takes care of that one. Next one.
power to F.
All right, power to X. Here is where all of your crazy pieces, all your energy units laying all over the place, come into play. So the power to X. If an energy unit is completely in a hydrogen plant target, you get 5 points each, a maximum of 3. I told you, everything is with 3s with that. Okay? So let's just hypothetical. So there's 15 right there. Now, one thing that they explained on here is that this can be on top of something and be touching something when it goes in here. So you can leave something with these energy units. All right, with it underneath. Like if you want to slide it out with something, you can do that. This is the only one that you can do that with. All right, so here you would get 15 points for that. Okay, what do we got? Toy factor. And then see, you notice we were getting rid of all the energy units. Now we're starting to get the energy units to go back into things. So this is the toy factory. If an energy unit is at least partly in the slot in the back of the toy factory, you would get 5 points for a maximum of 3. If the dinosaur is released, you get another 10. So here's the back. So it can either be here, it can literally sit here, it can sit there, they can count it for here. It just needs to be somewhere on the toy factory. Now, if it drops in and does what it's supposed to do, the dinosaur should release. And if the dinosaur releases, you get 10 points. So that's another 10. So here you would get 10 and then 5, so you get 15 points. But you can get up to that. You see how that would count. It does not always have to be in here, so that would count. So that's 25 points right there. Okay? All right, next.
The batteries.
Yeah, okay. Rechargeable battery. If an energy unit is completely in the rechargeable battery, you get 5 points each. Again, how many? 3. Everything's in 3s. So that's all you need to do. It just needs to be inside of here. You need 3 of them. If you get 3 of them in, it's 15 points. There's no extra points if you get them all. All right? So that's basically, and you notice there's no points for this. You only get points for this if it winds up in the dinosaur. I believe. Oh, and then the only thing is precision tokens, right?
Yeah.
The precision tokens are the same as always. You get 1 free touch, and then after that, the points start diminishing.
This starts here, though, right?
Yes, that starts there. Yeah, that was the question. A lot of people want to know, where do all of these energy units start? So that was a big thing when we first did this. So if you didn't know, again, you got 3 here, you get 3 there, you get 1 underneath there, okay? You get 3 of the fuel units there, you get 3 over there, and you got 1 in here, and then you get the 1 on the hybrid car. So that's where, and 1 on the TV. So again, they're all over the place. So with that said, if you want to give me does any questions before my kids just run some things so you can see how it works? Any questions? Yeah.
Sorry.
You guys want to reset?
We're just getting started, so forgive me. Is there an end game?
That's a great question. In this one, there really is no end one where you want to stop it. I would tell you, if you want my honest opinion, I would basically say that maybe use this as your end if you can. I mean, of course they're going to say the hand unit, but I call it the hand unit. But there really is no end one that they set up. At least the kids haven't seen it yet.
Just in the last 2 years, I've been.
Yeah, they've had it, and it's always been in that same spot. It's always been in the same spot. Yep, that's why maybe people will do that. But again, even my kids have said they don't see one. They don't see one right now. Any other questions? The water one.
We said the one.
It's in there. Yeah, there's an energy unit there. All right, so my kids, they've just been practicing for a little under a week. So they're just trying to get everything organized. I want them to come just to show you what different attachments they've used for what they're doing, okay? And the best thing about this is they don't have to be stressed with me standing over their shoulder right now. So that's a good thing. All right, so you guys go ahead. They're going to explain to you before they started what it should do. But of course, like we did in tryouts, it never does what it's supposed to do. But this way you know what they were planning on doing. So
I actually forgot about that. Thank you,
So
guys.
Ethan, let them know what you're planning on doing and then do it.
Okay, first off, when the robot starts, it should push the TV in, and then it should get those 3 energy units from the turbine, and then it should come back to home. Afterwards, we put an energy unit in the dinosaur, and we drive the dinosaur from this blue base over to the red base over there. And then my partner Chase will send it from here while the dinosaur is off, and he will activate the hand mission. And then it should just come back to red base. That's it.
Okay, very good.
Yeah.
All right, it's all you.
And then just one quick thanks. Whenever anyone's booting up their robot, make sure no one's touching the table just so the gyro doesn't mess with anything. So while this thing's powering on, please no one touch the robot or the table. I will let you know when you are able to touch the table again. You are now able.
Should we put it down?
At least it takes 73 seconds.
Tell me when you're ready. Let me know when you're ready.
Okay. Wait, Ethan.
By the way, you can see that they have the numbers on their robot. That corresponds to a program downloaded to the robot. When you go to a competition, you cannot use a tablet. Everything must be downloaded to the robot.
Ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, let go.
I know I learned that once.
So you got the TV. He's looking at the helicopter. The
Wind turbine.
wind turbine.
Okay.
Okay. And then he comes back.
Okay, so I need you to lift that and I need you to put this in here.
This is where that team orientation is going to take place, because you've got people all working together. This is what first really wanted to see. This was a big deal for them, so that's why this is so important. And there goes our dinosaur. And they've got an energy unit in it, so that means you're going to get the points to the dinosaur. So you've got.
Take the dino out and lower. Make sure you lower the bar. Lower the bar and you know where to put it.
Remember, we're not timing this, so you
And then press the little circle on it just to stop.
So that dinosaur counts as home right there,
Yep.
or does it have
Yep.
to be back to the?
No, that counts right there.
It's fine. The best part about this run right here is that it comes back to home, so we can always rerun it again.
That's correct. So go ahead,
Okay.
because you still have like 30 seconds.
Yeah, about.
I'm just making up the time.
It's okay. Too.
You do have 30 seconds.
See that?
Timer, yeah.
See? That was stuck in my head.
Yeah.
It's fine if it does that, because it's just okay. No, it's motion.
So you can see what they're attempting to do.
That's just
All right,
batteries.
well done.
Other than that, it's good.
Good job. Excellent. All right. Ready? So now we break out my thing. I'm sorry, EV3.
Sure.
All right. Now, our other partner right now, we've got 4. Again, we're just working things out. So she's not here. So she's only doing something on this side for right now. All right. So you can see all attachments are all completely different. All right.
So this white part.
Yeah, reset the board. I think it's
that
only
one.
over.
Dinosaur time.
Oh no, the dinosaur.
I probably should have made it a little more specific.
So Lucky, make sure, explain what you're gonna do so that they know. As soon as we're ready to go.
So I'm gonna start with the TV and lower it and get the energy units. Then I'm gonna go to the windmill and take them through this
Yeah, the
bucket.
spike has built in the cabin,
And
so
hopefully I'm gonna put my dummy innovative project over there.
Okay, and just so you know, you see a different front attachment to try and collect these pieces, so.
We're just trying to do live stream so consolidated
What a surprise! Yeah. Oh, you got it twice actually. You got that, that's even better. You can leave that up. Just leave that up, it's okay. No, it's okay.
Gyro again. It is.
It's one of the things you'll learn about our gyro sensors on the EV3. They are finicky little people. It's a whole
plug it back in,
Yeah.
or you can just turn the robot off and on.
But when you use them, they're way more accurate.
What's that? Oh, no
Oh, yeah.
question about it. When you use them, they're very accurate.
I have never used them, and that's why it's always iffy if we do it.
Well, trying to reset the one on the spike is like a.
Oh, yeah, they figured something out on that. I don't know. They were talking about it the other day. See, that's what it's supposed to do.
Well, he died not having good life.
That was sad.
Nice. No, it's not. It's exactly.
By December.
Let's see how you do here on your innovative project.
This 90% of the time does not work.
Yeah, good. Yeah, I saw it.
This is my adopted favorite team, by the way.
Push it harder. Almost. Almost.
It was working perfectly yesterday.
But it worked. But we know what you're trying to do.
Yeah.
We get the idea. Good job, Lucky. Okay, reset the board. Reset it.
So far, have you found 2 and 2 eaches working well, or 2 and 1, or 1?
We're gonna I'm gonna do 2 and 2 because with 10 kids,
Where's
I
the
feel
other
like the
person?
judges will look at us.
He died.
Most of them are going to be like, you need to put, no. Most of them are going to be find the code, push the button. I mean, that's what this group right here, that's going now, there's going to be a lot more modes. These are 2 8-bit, so they're the old ones. So they have a better feel for it.
I need attachment.
Anything else we're gonna try?
Wait, we're gonna explain what.
And for the brainer,
I ain't either.
Okay, so we just built our missions. Have you found that it definitely takes 3 in and out, so get all 3
Yes,
in and out?
100%.
All right.
This one is a chance. You can, if you lift it hard, there's a possibility that 2 could come in 1. Not all 3. Have you? That once.
Once or twice.
Okay.
All right. So the first, I've been able to get 3 to that.
That's all. All right. I didn't know that. Go ahead.
All right.
Explain.
So first, what the robot's gonna do is push the TV, push the windmill, grab this rechargeable battery, and hopefully do the car, and go over to Max.
And then Max, what do you? Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go.
And while all of that's happening, we have the dyno resting on our attachment on the robot, and we use drop-off for everything because it's really
And then
And then what are you gonna do?
If dinosaur has a rechargeable battery, I'll give it to Henry, put it inside, but if it does not have the rechargeable battery, I'll put a battery unit inside the thing, and then give it to Henry to put on the side of the board.
And then what are you gonna do?
I'm going to take the robot, line it up, and send it off to have those 2 battery units the innovative project for the power to X.
Okay.
So once again, if he has a battery unit over there, he can put it in there after the fact.
Yep. Anything that's over here, they can use on this side. All right. Ready?
yeah,
3, 2, 1, let go.
oh, it turned itself off. I turned it on the floor
Yeah, I saw
earlier.
0. I saw nothing.
Don't touch the. I turned it on the floor, but I left it on and it turned itself off as soon as I hit the button.
3, 2, 1, Lego. Okay, so we've got the TV. Gonna go over to the window. Okay, we got the windmill. Now we gotta go look at the hydroelectric car. All right, so we're coming back. So there you go, first one, excellent, that was good. Good job, Henry. And just so you know, the attachments have to be able to be in home. George, see? I'm just letting you know. That's why it's supposed to be like that, okay?
Also, we take this energy unit
Much smaller.
later, and then we can drop it in the foot
Nice. And that takes care of that. Good. Yeah, so that's going to be, yep, so you get the innovation, so you have 5, 10, 15 for that, and I think it's 20 for the innovative project. So it's 35. So that gives you an idea of how to run some of the missions. But again, keep in mind, we were just talking about it, the home section is so much smaller now that these attachments have to stay within, I don't know, I got to check on the rules if you can actually, if you pull an attachment from here, if it's legal to pull it when it's not, when it's on the map. So those are all things that we're gonna have to look at.
Tray, just put it back in the tray.
What's that?
They have a tray, some of us have trays.
Yes, but I don't know, are the trays allowed to be off? I think everything's gotta be on the table. You can't have it off the table. Yeah. Yeah. So you can't take this and put it in a tray because that's taking advantage. That's giving you more space on the board. So it all would have to stay here.
The white ones are innovation.
You guys can reset the board, but you guys are good. I don't want you to. Thank you.